Welcome back to Sports Blitz Live. Luke Robinson here now, joined by a very special guest, the one, the only, Joe Dean, who is the chairman of community relations for the BBVA Compass Bowl, which will be taking place this Saturday. How you doing today, Joe?
Doing great, Luke. It's a beautiful day in Birmingham.
It is a beautiful day. And look, anytime you're talking about football, it's a beautiful day as far as I'm concerned.
Well, I agree. And we're real excited. This is bowl week here in Birmingham for us. I know a lot of folks are getting ready for the big game with Auburn next Monday, but until then, we've got two good teams coming in here this weekend to do battle, Pittsburgh and Kentucky. They've never played each other, and one is the co-champ of the Big East, and the other one is making their fifth consecutive bowl appearance in the Kentucky Wildcats, led by Randall Cobb, who is going to be an NFL player next year. So we're real excited about the matchup. We're expecting a big crowd at Legion Field, and it's a great week for us.
Well, that's one thing I wanted to talk about. Kentucky, really, they have not been getting enough credit. I mean, I think a 5-game bowl streak is the longest in their history by a long shot. And this Kentucky team, this program has really made a lot of strides. And I'm very happy to see this as a fan of the SEC.
Well, I agree with you. I think anytime programs that traditionally have struggled with their football programs can rise up and build some tradition, have success, it really helps the entire conference, and that's what Kentucky has done. They've been on a steady winning streak of going to bowl games. They've been to Nashville and Memphis in the last 4 years, and now they're coming to Birmingham, and they're excited about coming down here. Joker Phillips, the head football coach, actually played in the Hall of Fame Bowl here back in 1983 and 84 when the Cats came to the bowl game during that period of time. So he was here yesterday with a lot of his players and coaches, putting on a kids clinic at the Boys and Girls Clubs of Central Alabama, and the Pittsburgh team flies in this afternoon. I'm excited. I'm the AD at Birmingham Southern, and they're going to be practicing. Pittsburgh is going to be practicing at our facility the next 3 days, so we're excited about that.
Well, speaking of Pittsburgh, they've had a lot of uncertainty here recently. They hired a new coach and then almost immediately had to fire him, and they'll be coming into Birmingham with an interim coach. Talk about the uncertainty at the head coaching position at the University of Pittsburgh and how that's affected the game and maybe will affect their preparation for the game.
Well, it's created some intrigue, I think, around the bowl game. Obviously, there's a lot of uncertainty around the Pittsburgh program, but I don't think that's going to have a lot of effect on our bowl game per se. I think the people that want to come and support the players and this particular Pittsburgh team are going to come and do that. It's kind of ironic that Mike Haywood, the coach at Miami of Ohio, who was hired to be the Pittsburgh coach and just got fired, he and the current interim coach, Phil Bennett, who coached the game on Saturday, they were both on the same staff together at LSU, and I happen to know that because my dad was the athletic director at the time down there, so there's some connection there. But Phil Bennett's a good friend of ours and great football coach, formerly the head coach at SMU, and he'll bring his Pittsburgh team in here this weekend. I know they'll have them ready to play, and we're expecting a real exciting game on Saturday.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun, no doubt about it. The SEC is playing in this bowl again. They played UConn, South Carolina did, in the bowl game last year. How long is the contract between the BBVA Compass Bowl and the SEC?
Well, it's a good question, Luke. The ESPN, who owns our game here in Birmingham, signed new 4-year contracts with both the Southeastern Conference and the Big East Conference to send one of their representatives to the BBVA Compass Bowl each of the next 4 years. So, we're excited about that. One of the great things about the new contract is that over the next 4 years, which includes this year, we will actually share the 8 and 9 pick of SEC teams with the Liberty Bowl in Memphis. So this year we got the 9th pick. That was Kentucky. Next year we'll get the 8th pick of SEC teams, and Memphis will get the 9th pick. So we're very pleased. We're a very young bowl game, and to have that opportunity to kind of move up the pecking order with the SEC, I think is very significant and really expresses the kind of success that we've had with our bowl game with ESPN and how the SEC views the BBVA Compass Bowl.
Certainly. What events do you guys have planned for Friday? I noticed on your website that there's some really fun stuff coming up on Friday before the bowl game, which I believe is at 11 o'clock on Saturday?
That's right, 11 a.m. Saturday at Legion Field in Birmingham. It'll be televised live on ESPN. But you're right, Friday, January 7th, from 2 to 8, we shut down 5 Points South on the south side of Birmingham and have a street fest. And the BBVA Compass people are sponsoring the street fest. There'll be a lot of music, food and drink, exhibits. From 4 to 6, it's the pep rally. Both teams will be there. Their bands, cheerleaders, mascots, their head coaches will all be there to address the crowd. And then from 6 to 8 on the Miller Lite stage, we've got a concert performed by Josh Thompson, who's an up-and-coming recording star from Nashville. So it's a really, I've been to it every year. It's a very exciting event, a lot of fun, a lot of activity, a great place to bring kids, and we hope people will come out and enjoy it. It is free to the public.
Okay, Joe, I'm sitting at home, I'm watching this, and I'm getting excited about the BBVA Compass Bowl game, and I want to go. How do I get tickets?
Well, that's a great question. There's 3 ways you can get tickets. You can call the 800 number, which is 800-590-3981, or you can get them online, bbvacompassbowl.com, or you can go into any branch of BBVA Compass Bank and buy the tickets there in the branches at BBVA Compass Bank. So 3 ways to get tickets. Or, if you just want to wake up Saturday morning and say, hey, I think I want to go to this game, you can show up at Legion Field and buy them at the stadium. We'll have tickets available.
And it's certainly taking place at a historic venue, no doubt about that. Joe, you are going to be doing something a little interesting this weekend, too. If I'm not mistaken, you're going to be doing the game in Arkansas. Is that correct? That's
correct. I still do games for the SEC Network, which is actually owned by ESPN now, and my assignment Saturday is the Arkansas-Tennessee game in Fayetteville, so real excited about that.
Any thoughts on the SEC basketball? We do this show every Tuesday, and I got to say, the SEC's been taking a beating basketball-wise. They've got some pretty ugly losses right now, but I think things could get turned around. I mean, you're seeing some teams really pick it up lately, and some teams getting some suspended players back, and I think that could make a difference.
Yeah, I do too. I think you're going to see a lot of these SEC teams start to really pick up steam and improve. Auburn, for example, last night had a huge win over Florida State, a ranked team who has been playing extremely well. Mississippi State will get D. Boss back, their point guard, Renardo Sidney. Ole Miss is playing very well. Certainly Kentucky, Tennessee, Vanderbilt are all very strong teams. Georgia on the eastern side. So, the league has had some tough losses, I agree, but I think overall it's going to be a very competitive league and another exciting year.
Well, Joe, I certainly look forward to listening to you this weekend. I love it when you call games. You certainly have a genuine enthusiasm for SEC basketball, and I think that that spills over onto the screen, and people really love listening to you.
Well, I appreciate that, Luke. I've been doing it a long time now, and certainly I have a passion for SEC basketball, having played and coached in the league a number of years back. So it's a passion of mine. I enjoy it, and you're nice to say that.
Well, thanks so much for joining us, Bud, and I'm going to encourage everybody to go to the BBVA Compass game. If you can't make it out there, certainly watch it. It's going to be a lot of fun, and like you said, I think you used a great term, intriguing, when talking about Pittsburgh, because you may have an interim coach that's playing for a long-term gig out there.
Well, that's right. I mean, Phil Bennett has been in coaching a long time, and I mentioned he was at LSU for a while. He was the head coach at SMU and laid a nice foundation for June Jones to come in there and have some success. And he would be a great hire for them. I'm not sure what will happen, but I think if his team plays well Saturday, he'll certainly get some looks and have some consideration for this job. And then Kentucky with Joker Phillips, a first-year coach, with Randall Cobb, the great running back. I think it's just a great matchup, and we're excited. First time these two teams have ever played each other.
Well, Joe, thanks so much for joining us, and please come back on the show again sometime.
I'd love to, Luke. Thank you.